Welcome back to Spinner Swallow Beer Review. I am Shagdog. No Jammer. I tried reaching out to him today, yesterday, the day before. I made him some beer reviews this week. He never responded to that. Sent me a couple video links. And here I am. Tried reaching out to him today. Hey, beer reviews? No response. And that was at like 6:45. And I'm sure Jammer gets out of work at same time I do, 7 o'clock, I thought. Maybe he gets off work at 6. I don't know. But today is our Day of Beer Dependence Part 1 because I'm going to call it Part 1 because Jammer might want to do his own. So he can call it his Part 2. But I'm drinking, I got some Yuenglings and Summerfest, but I got a couple of these Modelo Cheladas left. So there's that Chelada Sandia Picante. We're going to start off with that. Because of how American can you be, right? Mexican beer, probably brewed in St. Louis, maybe it's brewed in Mexico. But it's marketed in the U.S. And what's America about? Capitalism and marketing. That's all you need. Cheers. No glass today. I'm in the process of moving, so we're drinking straight out of the can. Turn it down a little bit. Nothing better than a salty watermelon, a little bit of spice to it. Yeah, so this is our Day of Beer Dependence. I'm going to do kind of like a drinking and thinking. And hopefully my audio's okay. Let me know. Give it a thumbs up. Because I don't have my usual equipment that's already packed. I'm moving in a couple weeks. And I made a big mistake in just saying I'm not going to do any beer reviews for the next 3 weeks. Let me pack everything up, but luckily I kept my laptop out and the trusty mouse. So I was like, you know what? Let's do something. So yeah, let's get into this, right? Day of Beer Dependence. Spectacular. Delicious. Everything you're about to hear is completely made up, or is it? This is going to be real history or not. Before the revolution, colonists drank beer because the water tasted suspicious. Every town had a tavern. Some towns had 3 taverns and 1 church. The churches even had bars. Beer was considered one of the major food groups. Children drank small beer because it was safer than water. Historians don't like to talk about this because they're jealous. Fuck King George, right? King George wanted the colonies drinking warm beer. Believed flavor was optional. Thought beer should be served at room temperature. Colonists called this cruel and unusual punishment. The secret beer tax, why the war really started. True story. Tea tax? Tea tax. That's the cover story. The real outrage was beer prices. Colonists couldn't afford 6-packs. Angry tavern owners held emergency meetings, the Boston Beer Party. Several barrels of terrible beer arrived. Sam Adams sampled one. Reportedly said this beer shall not stand. The beer was dumped from the boat into the Boston harbor. Fish refused to swim near it for weeks. Yeah, you got that right. Time for another sip. Now, I should have recorded this video because I think it'd probably get more views if I recorded it, but that's okay. I'll do some clips and leave a link to it, right? Yeah, so where were we? Paul Revere. Historians say that he warned the British were coming. Let me turn this music down a little bit. It's probably got commercials playing. But in reality, he was warning taverns about last call. The bartender is closing. The bartender is closing. Entire towns panicked. Benjamin Franklin, America's first beer reviewer, invented the 5-mug rating system. Flew a kite in a thunderstorm after drinking experimental Colonial IPA, calling lightning spicy sky beer. George Washington crossed to Delaware because somebody said there was free beer on the other side. He didn't ask questions. He just got the boat. His men got across that damn river. America's first and most beautiful beer run. Valley Forge. Valley Forge, terrible winter, little food. Terrible winter and little food, Valley Forge. They were barefooted too. Low morale. One frozen keg discovered under 6 feet of snow. Greatest day in military history. Thomas Jefferson drafted the Declaration of Independence. Original version included the right to cold beer, the right to complain about warm beer, the right to steal one French fry from a friend's plate. Congress removed these provisions. John Hancock signed his name huge. Thought he was entering a tavern raffle for free beer. Nobody corrected him. The Liberty Bell cracked open during a giant beer. What the hell? Cracked open when? Let me tell you when. It's cracked open. Liberty Bell cracked open a giant beer barrel. And that's how it got cracked itself, yeah. Official story was invented later. Bell survived, barrel did not. Battle of Yorktown. The British surrender. Let me get a sip here. Wow, this is a lot of history. Try to take it in. This is real history. Yeah, what was it? Battle of Saratoga? No, Battle of Yorktown. British surrendered, not because they lost, because they heard happy hour had started elsewhere. After the war, Founding Fathers celebrated. Nobody remembers exactly what happened. Several days missing from historical records. Historians refer to this as the Great Colonial Hangover. The first 4th of July fireworks, beer, and bad decisions. Somebody tried riding a goat through town. America was officially born. Modern day of beer dependence. Day of beer dependence. We honor our ancestors. We drink beer. We tell stories. We celebrate freedom. And we remember that none of this actually happened. There you go. History of beer on this great day of beer dependence. Officially, I don't know how many days of beer dependence me and Jammer had. Oh, and also enjoy your 4th of July in case you leave this. I'm still going. I got a couple beers to drink. But drink responsibly, unlike Benjamin Franklin. But our day of beer dependence has been going on for how many years now? Our first one was July 2012. So 22 would have been wait, I hate doing that. That would have been 11, 12, 13, 14. This would be the 15th day of beer dependence. I think we might have missed one or two somewhere along the line. Of course, a lot of those videos are gone because our original channel was confiscated almost like by the English. But it was YouTube. It took our beer channel away. We weren't given the freedom of speech. But, pretty good. I like this because it's a little salty. It probably gives it a better... And I got the pineapple one left, too. I really don't like the pineapple one too much. I like this watermelon one better than the pineapple. This is our greatest day of beer dependence at all. Our first one was the best because we had like a mountain beer bar. We had this like mountain made of blue fields and white stars all over it. And then we had a flag on top of that mountain. And we had great beers, man. We had like Pinstripe from Brooklyn Brewery. We had Liberty Ale from Anchor. We had so many American-themed beers back then. And today it's just hard to find. Or at least where I live, hard to find American-themed beers. USA, red, white, and blue. Go America. Yeah, but I gave Jammer one more signal today that I was doing something, and he must have went to bed early. I'm thinking from work, or hopefully, God forbid, nothing happened. Matter of fact, just be on the safe side. I don't like when he doesn't respond to me. Last time he sent me something was at 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning? Let me see. Did he send me that video? Yeah, he sent me a video at 3 in the morning. 5:33 a.m. he sent me something. But that was yesterday. Oh, he didn't send me nothing at all last night. Matter of fact, I sent him something at 12:03. Oh, last night, yeah, 10 o'clock, 10:08. He sent me something. Hey, hopefully everything's all right. Let me check his actual Facebook page. Because you never know, man. Something happened to somebody that sometimes you might find out on Facebook without getting a phone call or anything. Let me check out my good buddy. It's like his, what else is profile? Oh, there's his profile. Everything seems good. Oh, Mr. Bandy is trying to. I wonder if, or Mr. Jammer, not him, I'm thinking of somebody else. I think Jammer stole my idea and is creating pictures himself. I wonder if he's making a. I wonder if Jammer is making shirts himself, because I'm making shirts. Now he's posting shirts on Facebook of somebody else's page. I think he's doing shirts. I don't like them because they're all kind of dink responsibility. If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. It's got one of those like a pickleball stuff. Is that him? I'm kind of a big deal. Stay out of the kitchen, pickleball shit. It might be his. I don't know. Sales on Etsy since 2026. 0 sales. I think he did his own page. Because what's really funny is there's a bunch of pickleball shirts on there. That's all they got on there so far. But this is at Stitch Theories. We just don't make garments. We map the unseen. We operate on a single undeniable truth. Every single one of our inextricably bound together by swirling galaxies. We are tailors of the collective consciousness. Our designs are a collection of dimensions where nostalgic warmth of classic TV and cinema crashes. That motherfucker stole my idea. See, I told him I was doing it, but he didn't tell me. He would want to wait until he got more sales than me. Then came out, hey, I'm selling t-shirts too. What you got? What'd you sell, Shagdog? I'll be like, nothing. I bought this or sold this much. Oh, he's killing me. Man, that's why he's not answering me. He's probably making t-shirts. He's probably making these t-shirts all day. There we go. Man, I just saw a t-shirt post on your channel and from some new Etsy page. Is that why you're ignoring me? You're making t-shirts? Oh, Jammer. Man, I ain't got no views on this shit. I should just give up this stupid beer review. Anyhow, Modelo Sandia, pretty good. Maybe I'll do a part 2 video so this one doesn't go too long. Make another one. Maybe I'll get more views in the next one. Who knows, right? Jammer is really weird. He's got stuff on his Facebook that aren't true. And I don't know why. He does a lot of weird things. Let's see, January. He doesn't really post a lot on Facebook. That was the first thing he's posted 12 hours ago. Etsy.com. Big Dill Pickle Paddleball. T-shirt on Etsy. He didn't share my Etsy page. I need to redo mine though, because my store, one of my shirts I got is a certain brand I do with water and the moon. No, Liberty and the water kind of combination. I'm going to do a sunset water type for beach type shirts and stuff like that. The other one I got for like pinup girls, Liberty and water. Then the other one I got like a dark noir type fake comic book. Issue number 1. I'm going to do issue number 2. It's going to be like a story. It's got a private detective dude and a double agent spy lady are the two main characters. But I'm going to have mostly the dude in the pictures with other women, but she's going to be in there occasionally also. And then I got a cartoon character T-shirt I'm working on. I only got the problem with the cartoon one is I got one main character. I was like, well, I can do all these crazy characters, kind of make like fake Disney characters, but I'm afraid, they catch on. They might want to sue you or something. I don't have a mouse, but I have a cat and a dog so far. But I was thinking of making like a duck type character, but I'd be like, I can't make it look like Daffy Duck. But anyhow, the cat is the main character, And then the other shirts I'm going to have are just humorous shirts, like done people in different designs, just comedy type shirts. I've only sold one shirt so far, and guess what? Jammer bought that shirt, actually. I hope he enjoys it when he gets it. I was going to buy some of my own shirts, but I'm in the process of moving, so I was like, I don't want to order in case it gets lost in the mail. And I'll wait till I move, order some of my own shirts. I only got about 6 or 7 shirts up. I wasted some time putting the first 3 shirts up. I made patriotic shirts, 4th of July, but I'm like, and I just did them real quick. I should have. There's so much competition out there for that. I should have just started my other regular stuff, but that's okay. Yeah, so Jammer's doing pickleball shirts. I didn't know he liked pickleball. Let me send him one other message here. I can't say this one out loud. If I can message him. There it is. Jimmer really weird sometimes, Jimmer. He's surprised me with some of the stuff he does. Oh, I think that's what he would have done. I think he would have waited till he got some sales, beat me in sales. He probably would ask me, how many sales you got? And I was like, well, only the one that you bought. And he'd be like, well, I started one. And I sold 40 shirts so far. Yeah. There we go. Got that special message out. He hasn't responded back to me at all today about anything. So I'm just hoping he's okay, actually. But I like to joke around with him too. So he hasn't been online though. It says for Facebook for 7 hours. So I don't know. Hope he's all right. Yeah, I might maybe do 2 videos with this, or I think I should just do one whole video. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, so this is early. I know 4th of July is not until what, 1 week and 10 days from now. But I'm like, hell with it. I ain't going to be able to drink today. I think I got to work tonight. I almost got, because I'm taking some time off from work when I'm moving. I'm not really moving until around the 10th or 11th. So I requested the 6th through the 13th off. Moving but transferring to a new store, so I don't have to start at that new store until the 14th. But at first, on my schedule, when I checked it Saturday when it came out, it said they gave me the 4th and 5th off. I was like, oh yeah, great, that's cool. But then I looked at it, so I told my actual supervisor, I said, hey, yeah, my last night's the 3rd, and then as I was leaving work yesterday, I was like, oh, it changed. And then it was showing the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th off. I'm officially at the new store on the 11th, so I got to call down there and say, yeah, I need the 11th, 12th, 13th off. Anyhow, but for the 6th, which I need this night and the 6th off, I work overnight shift. I need that off because I got to do some things on the 7th. And it shows like I'm getting approved for the time off, but it's also showing I'm scheduled working. I'm like, jeez. But anyhow, we'll try to fix that. So in any case, I won't be doing beer reviews too much over the next 3 or 4 weeks. So I figure I can get on here today, drink a couple beers, do a day of beer dependence. And we'll see what's up, right? And let's drink another beer, right? Why not? Yeah, I wish Jammer could have joined. I mean, God. He's got to work something out. I think he must have got home early and started working on his T-shirts there on Etsy, apparently. He doesn't tell me nothing. He'd say, oh, man. And he racked out some T-shirts quick, too. Let me look at those T-shirts. I mean, I don't know if they're actually his, but why else would he be showing an Etsy shirt on Facebook? And then I go there and there's a store. They're all white T-shirts with pickleball shit on there. $32.99 for that one. Wait, that's the other people. Let me go to that actual store. Oh, there's more shit on there. Skyforce Rebel Ascent sci-fi poster shirt. Yeah, he's like making like fake Star Wars stuff. He's like doing a whole bunch of stuff. Skyforce, the Rebel Ascent. Boy, he's really brainstorming. He's like stealing all my ideas, although I didn't say that one, but yeah. Oh, Jammer. Mr. Smarty Pants. Boy, how many shirts you got in here? Zero sales. Last activity, June 20th. No sales, United States. Yeah. Jammer is doing T-shirts. I could really see that saying Rick's Cafe America. Well, he might want to do that one. Redo it because it says Americane. Cafe Americane, C-A-I-N. Casablanca, Morocco. What else you got in there? Common Sense, a fake Superman is now. Man, I mean, I was going to do the same kind of shit anyhow, right? Kind of take it like, not make it a superhero, but it's kind of like a Superman type character, but with CS on it. Think first, I got all the superpowers. The Terminator Matrix, so he took my Dark Noir shit, and I think he did something similar. The Terminator Matrix. Boy, he just busted out a whole bunch of pictures, huh? Willy Wonka. I don't know. That's kind of close to copyright. Wonka's green. I don't know if it's supposed to be like marijuana or money. The stuff that dreams are made of, another Dark Noir type stuff. So he's taken some of my ideas. The Maltese Falcon, and I know Jammer is a Maltese Falcon fan, so oh boy, he just busted out these shirts like real quick. 250 Years of Freedom. Yeah, he started talking me into doing stuff like that too. 250 Years of Freedom. Let the sun and water set your soul free. Man, I inspired Jammer so much. He's like busting out a bunch of shirts. I wonder when he did it all. He must have been like off work and did it all. I'm just a saltwater so. I know this is him just because of the Dark North shit. The Maltese Falcon is another big one. Because the Dark North, how many people do Dark North type stuff? But he is a, Maltese Falcon fan. That's what dreams are made of. A Humphrey Bogart line or something. And some people might buy that shit. Because, if they're fans of that kind of stuff. Now, the pickleball stuff, I didn't know Jammer was into pickleball, but maybe he is. But that's the name, and he's a big 80s. He likes Back to the Future. The store is called Stitch Theory. It's got Star Trek on there, which Jammer likes. That's the page banner or whatever, store banner. I should have. I got to read. That's what I was thinking of too. Redoing my name. That's why I started talking about before I saw that on Jammer's page. Because mine is called something Moon something to do with one of the shirts, but it has nothing to do with the logo and Now the banner has stuff to do with my different types of shirts, but I don't have stuff like that, like Rambo and 80s type stuff, copyright violation stuff, Rubik's Cube, E.T. Oh, I'm going to have 80 shirts on here. I'd actually put my actual artwork on there on a banner, my own personal stuff. But Jammer has deceived me once again. Didn't even tell me about this, that he was trying to compete with me. But I think my t-shirts, especially the Dark North stuff, that's one of the ones he bought. I think he took that and said, I could probably do a better job. If Shagdog could do it, I could do it better. That's how Jammer does it. And he won't tell me about it. He would wait until he got some sales going. Hey, I started my channel. I started my store. I got like 30 sales already. How many you got? I know Jammer. That's funny though. But I do got to not change my channel name. I might change the channel name too, because I got studio, something studio. And I don't think if someone happens to come across that, they're not going to think it's t-shirts. It's like, oh, what studios? What is it, movies? No, it's not movies. So I got to redo that name. Maybe I'll steal Jammer's banner. Yeah, but those Dark North, that's pretty good though. I do like that Skyforce. It's like instead of Star Wars, it's Skyforce and got some sci-fi type shit. Pretty cool. I might buy it. What the hell? I don't like the square on a shirt though. Well, I guess if it looks like a comic book, it's okay. This one looks like Harry Potter's on Magic Mayhem Midterms. It's like Harry Potter, blatantly spellbind skyline. Harry Potter type shit. I can't get out of this fucking zoom in. All right. Get that. The Rick's Cafe Americane. I wouldn't buy a shirt that says Americane. Now, if it said Americana, maybe. Is that something some foreign countries use for American? Everyone comes to Rick's, which is really funny because I used to go to a Rick's Cafe in my town there. That'd be funny to have a shirt like that and then wear it in there. But maybe that's the name of the actual place in, what's that, Casablanca movie. I don't know why they would call it Cafe Americain, but I guess that might be the actual place. Superman one was pretty cool. That one, Terminator Matrix, is like a combination of Terminator Matrix. I don't know. I can't read the small print. Something simulation. Really funny, really funny. I can't believe Jammer did a store behind my back after I told him I was doing mine and you. I mean, I'm glad he's doing it too, but just tell me. Hey, I'm going to start too. But look at me. If I started before him and I only got 7 shirts and he's busted tail that quick to get that many shirts up, he's been pushing it. He must have been doing it on his days off or something. Like I said, I mean, he hasn't been available in 7 hours. I think once he got off work, he started working on some more of his t-shirts. That's probably why I should have not drank, went to bed, and started working on my next t-shirt tonight. Of course, I don't think I can get, they say on Etsy or whatever, you probably won't get a lot of sales. Now, he was saying something else about using something different from Printify, but from what I read, Printify is better than the one he was talking about, so I'm going to stick with Printify. All right, let's get one more beer in. We're going to do the... Probably should have done some more 4th of July type shit. Let's drink one more beer and we'll end this video. I might be done for the day. I got to get up early tonight and start working on my shirts. What I should have done is a shirt like this, but that'd be kind of hard to do because that's all the way around. I don't know if you can make these on Printify. You might be able to. No, not on Printify. Well, I guess, no, because I think you'd have to do this with your own actual print press because Printify only gives you, like from here down to here, it doesn't do the whole shebang, you know. Now, I'm using transparent pictures on mine. Jammer, if that was his pictures, he's using squares, which is okay. I just don't. It's all right, I guess. Came out all right.
Hey, how come there's no N-word for white people?
Yeah. I mean, we have honky, but no one really cares about that.
The fuck did you just say?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. I'm so sorry.
You're out of fucking line, dude. You're right out of fucking line.
Well, one of my best friends is actually a clown.
Honky again, motherfucker. See what happens. Go on.
Honky? What are you doing?
Oh, no, please! Motherfucker!
Hey, how come?
All right, well, yeah, let's get that last beer out. Maybe I'll have a few more smart things to say. Probably won't. Let's do one of these Yuenglings. I only got one Yuengling. Thought I had more. What is it? Oh, priceless. Yuengling, my brother's favorite beer. Now, my oldest brother liked Yuengling too, but he was kind of mixed between Bud Light and Yuengling back in his days. God rest his soul. Everybody thought he liked Bud Light, but I'd be going to the bar, he'd be drinking Yuengling, so I don't know. Man, the Matrix is awesome. You know, imagine if this is your reality and everybody else, if you're in a room, you can still hear the NPCs in other rooms and stuff. You know, the double slit theory, where it changes if you're not looking with the light, the lasers. Why don't people stop talking when you go to a room by yourself? You can still hear them talking. That's my counter thing to the double slit theory. You heard it here first. Hey, World Cup is going on right now. I'm not much of a soccer fan. I know most of the world loves it. It's their Super Bowl. I started watching one of the games the other day. Was it Ecuador? I think it was Ecuador. I hope they lost. Who was Ecuador playing in the World Cup a few days ago? Yeah, Ecuador and Caraco.
Football team last Saturday. It ended in a tie. 0-0.
Stand-ins. Yeah, I mean the game was boring. I find it very boring, soccer. And I was like, let me get into this. Let's see what this soccer is. And I watched it before. And back in the 2000, what was that? Or not 2000, 1994 World Cup, America was first in it for a long time. And it was in America at that time. I watched it. And it was fun, you know. Remember they won that game against Colombia. The guy, the goalie in Colombia hit the ball into his own net. So it gave the U.S. a score. I don't know if they tied with him or won it. But they killed that guy when he went back to Colombia. The cartel or somebody killed him, you know. Yeah, that's exciting. But I was into it a little bit. I think did Italy win that year? I think Italy did win in 1994. Who won the 1994 World Cup? Brazil.
In the 1994
Defeated
FIFA World
Italy,
Cup,
that's right.
defeating Italy in a penalty shootout after a scoreless draw.
Oh.
The final.
All right. So anyhow, I got into that year. I was actually stationed in Panama at that time. I was getting into it a little bit, but I just never seen the World Cup since. And I wanted to watch one of the U.S. games, but I think they play Turkey one of these nights. They probably already played them. When's the next U.S. game in the World Cup?
The United States' next game is on Thursday at 10 p.m. when they will be playing Turkey.
And I think the U.S. is already advanced because some of the other teams lost. The U.S. won one game so far. Haven't even played their second game. Yeah. Wednesday, July 1st, they'll play their next game after they play Turkey. I don't know when the hell that is. I didn't see it. What day does the U.S. play Turkey in the World Cup? Thursday, June 25th. Okay. Yeah, then after that, July 1st, it looks like the U.S. plays again, a winner of something. I'm not sure if it's a championship match for their bracket or their group or whatever you want to call it. Who does the U.S. play after Turkey?
The U.S. team will play their next match on July 1st at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, after winning Group D. Their opponent will be determined after the group stage.
Okay, so they'll be playing some other group, I think, from a different group. So they already won their group, and they only won one game, so I guess two of the teams must have tied, one must have lost. Of course, yeah, the U.S. beat one of them. The other two teams tied, so that automatically puts all of them out. All right, I think maybe one of them might still be able to get in. Maybe, I don't even know. Can any other country from the U.S.'s group advance? Can any other country from the U.S. group advance? Australia and Paraguay can still advance from Group D because the 2026 World Cup has expanded to 40 teams. The top two teams from each group automatically qualify, while the 8 best third-place teams also move on to the round of 32. Oh, so there's more teams than there used to be. Goes by goals and all that kind of stuff. So, America. I like how liberals, I don't know if they do it this year or anything here, but back in the day, supposedly it's against the law, according to documents or whatever. You must not wear the flag, make napkins. The way they say it, they don't say fucking napkins, but they say make ornaments or out of the flag. There's a law against that, or it's in writing in the Constitution or something. They didn't have fucking napkins back then when they made that, right? But anywho, like it's disrespectful to the flag. What is it? Well, a little bit more disrespect. And they're going on, oh, you can't wear, you're not supposed to wear the flag or have napkins and all that kind of stuff. A little bit more disrespectful to burn the flag. Yeah, thank you. To me, this is honoring the flag. If you have patriotic clothing on or napkins or tablecloths or whatever, you're not doing it with an actual flag. You're resembling the flag, basically. Dumbasses. Yeah, this beer's good. America. Bam. No viewers. I have one viewer today. This is why I'm going to start recording. Why waste my time going live? Granted, I know it is a Monday or Tuesday. I think I got bit up by something here. Yeah. Spitter Swallow beer review. I don't know if I'm going to go to bed because the housing inspector is supposed to be here at 3:30. I don't know if they're going to need to come in my room or not. Ding dang do. Anyhow, let's chug this beer down. I watched this dude on Facebook, came across some of his short videos, a numerology guy, and he's got kind of a potty mouth. He says the F word a lot. I don't like him. Well, you got to be a numerology guy, just like anything else, study it and learn everything. It's not mystical or anything like that. But I like, he said something about if you're born in the year of the pig, or the boar, as some pigs like to call it, you have to get with a goat or a sheep. Some people like to call it the goat, some people like to call it the year of the sheep. And your finances will be good. So I'm looking for a sheep girl. Yeah, I gotta start recording these videos. Then I can edit all the garbage out and silent spots. That's what I'm gonna do. Tell her about. I'm gonna completely maybe stop doing the drinking and thinking type videos and these specials. I'm just gonna start reviewing beers again. What do you think? America. Well, it would have been a lot better with Jammer here. I don't know what's going on with him. Let me check his sister's Facebook. Because Jammer has been known, something happens, some type of family emergency or something, and he won't contact me for like 4 or 5, 6 days, and then tell me what's going on. So I'm always afraid when I don't hear from him that something bad has happened. Check his sister's page. His sister's, I don't chat with his sister, but she don't post stuff on Facebook or anything like that. But I'm thinking if she's been on Facebook recently, then there's nothing to worry about. But her 14 hours, 23 hours, 2 days. So she's like a 12 or 24 hour type poster. Okay, nothing there. There's that numerology guy.
Or any love energy, it means you've been reincarnated quite a No one has the right to be born a master number. You have to earn that right through multiple reincarnations. You have to pass the test of the 9.
Now, I'm a past 5, but with my name in numerology, I'm 11 on my name.
Anyone born on 11, Joe Rogan, Aiden Ross, even though he acts like a fool, anyone who has that type of energy, they're going to be extremely charismatic.
I'm 11. Yeah, I don't know if that because I asked the name thing. Now, my birthday and everything, that comes out to be a path. Now, he said born on the 11th, though, didn't he?
Consider you a 6. You're born on 11th, which means you're an old soul. Anyone born on 11, 29, or any 11 energy, it means you've been reincarnated quite a few times. No one
Okay, born on the 11th, or are you an 11th path number? Those 2 different things.
earn that right through multiple reincarnations. You have to pass the test of the
Now, I do have 11 path number with my name.
to get that master number level. So one thing is true of anyone born on 11, Joe Rogan, Aiden Ross, even though he acts like a fool.
Well, let's find out. We'll Google Joe. What's Joe Rogan's birthday? He might mean the 11th, August 11th.
Joe
Okay.
Rogan was born on August.
Yeah, all right. I got a bill ready. What the hell is this? This is Verizon updates. What Verizon took. This is your space for account alerts. That's where we're building a more interactive way to stay connected by transition from regular text messages and SMS to RCS, rich community. They're going to probably charge you more for it. RCS uses the same text message app on your phone. It's just better. Flip through the card below to learn more about. I don't want new shit. Quit changing shit. We're always changing shit. What's this going to cost me? Damn shit. Man, I tell you what. Anyhow, my life path with my birthday and all that is a 5. Jammer is a 5. Although with your birth dates, there's a couple of different things. It's pretty much the same, but a little bit different with the birth dates. But some of it's kind of true, really good, hardcore true. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Maybe that numerology stuff is true. But that guy said something. He's got some videos out there like, we live in a simulation. He could do that based on numerology or something. I don't think we're in a simulation. Well, I think it is a sort of a simulation. It's not, I don't think it's like a computer simulation. Oh, God, maybe it is. I don't know. Because if we're in what dimension are we in? Are we in the second dimension or third? Because I thought, let's Googleize that. What dimension do we live in?
We live in
3-dimensional
spatial
space.
dimensions, length, width, and depth. However, Einstein's theory of relativity shows we also exist in a 4-dimensional space-time, with time as the 4th dimension. Some theories even suggest up to 10 or 11 dimensions, though these are likely unseen.
4th dimension, you are constantly traveling forward in time at a fixed rate of 1 second per second. 1 second per second. So your 4th dimension is traveling through time, and that's what we're doing, 1 second per second. Higher dimensions, advanced theories like string theory and M theory hypothesize that up to 10 or 11 dimensions exist. Through the extra dimensions are curled up and invisible to human perceptions. And they also say those dimensions that were invisible to them too. Some weird and wild stuff, right? I believe in parallel universes and everything. I really do think, and I think I've died multiple times. I think you die. Not everybody dies, Well, everybody dies, but what I'm trying to say is something happens to you, you died. You don't know you died because it turned out different with the new reality. So say you hit something, it killed you, but in your new reality is like, oh, that hurt, left a bruise. A reminder from the other alternate reality. I think that really does happen. There's been so many times I'm like, man, I should have died with that. Man, I should be dead with that. I should have died with that moment. I probably drowned there, choked there. I think you make alternate realities every time you die. And then I think, now say you have someone in your life die, like a spouse, parent, siblings. Well, they died, but they're now split to another reality. They're still alive in another reality, especially if they're young, if they have. But I don't know about terminal diseases. That's the one I'm questioning. Do they split realities on that one, or is that it? With either old age or terminal type diseases. Accidents, I think you split off to another alternate reality. That's my theory, and I heard that somewhere else, but they had it a little bit different. But mine, I believe, some near-death crap you had, like a car accident, drowning, whatever. I think you actually did die, but then in a new reality, you survived it. Hence, parallel universes. Millions of parallel universes. Yeah. Now, there's millions of parallel universes out there, but I believe you might only be in 5, 10, 15, 20, but you figure all the people in the world, when it happens to them, they're creating new realities. Each individual is creating new realities. That's it. And I probably can prove it too. But I'm not going to do that today. That'll be on the next episode of the Spit or Swallow Beer Review. This is what happens when you're tired, you work graveyard shift, come home, stay up 5-6 hours, decide you're going to drink a couple beers. 2 beers, I'm buzzed already. Of course, I haven't ate nothing for about 6 hours, so. Slight buzz, not real bad. I think that's going to do it for this one. I don't know if I want to do another video. I'm going to close this one out, and while I'm gone, we'll think about doing another video. That's what we're going to do right now. Spit or Swallow Beer Review, Shagdog. Thanks for watching our Day of Beer Independence. I didn't talk too much about the beer independence stuff since I got done with that fake history, but that's okay. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you got this far. If you won this far, you won the golden chocolate bar. Watch and subscribe, comment, like. Be sure to click that bell.